students, welcome to your channel. Please like, share and subscribe your own channel, School Studies. Now you might be thinking why to subscribe my channel, School Studies. You will get daily one video related to different subjects such as English grammar, general knowledge, social science, mathematics and science. This will help you to understand and learn more. Today we will see a video related to mathematics subject. In that today's topic is NCERT solution for class 7 mathematics chapter 4 simple equations exercise 4.4. So let's solve the exercise of the textbook. First question, set up equations and solve them to find the unknown numbers in the following cases. Add 4 to 8 times a number, you get 60. In this first we will assume the required number we want is x. Now 8 times a number. 8 times a number means 8x. The given above statement can be written in the equation form as we have to add 4 to 8 times a number means 8x plus 4. So we will get 60, that is equals to 60. So the equation will be 8x plus 4 equals to 60. Now we will bring this 4 the opposite side, that is RHS side. So this plus 4 will become minus 4. So 8x equals to 60 minus 4. So 8x equals to 60 minus 4 is 56. Now we will divide 8 on both the sides. While dividing 8 on both the sides, we will get 8x upon 8 equals to 56 upon 8. Here 8 will cut, so x will remain, and 56 upon 8 can be cut, so 7 will remain. So the answer is x equals to 7. So the required number is 7. Next, 1/5 of the number minus 4 gives 3. Now here also we will assume the required number be x. 1/5 of a number means 1 by 5x, or we can say x upon 5. Now 1/5 of a number minus 4. So x upon 5 minus 4 gives 3 means equals to 3. So x upon 5 minus 4 equals to 3. Now we will bring this minus 4 to the RHS side. So this minus 4 will become plus 4. So x upon 5 equals to 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Now we will multiply 5 on both the sides. When we multiply 5 on both the sides, we will get x upon 5 into 5 equals to 7 into 5. Now here this 5 and 5 will cut, so x will remain, and 7 into 5 is 35. So the required number is 35. Next, if L takes 3/4 of a number and add 3 to it, L gets 21. Now the required number is x. So 3/4 of a number means 3 upon 4x. We have to add 3 to it, so we will get 21. So we will add 3 upon 4x plus 3 equals to 21. Now this 3 we will bring it to RHS side, so this plus 3 will become minus 3. So 3 upon 4x equals to 21 minus 3. So this 3 upon 4x equals to 18. 21 minus 3 is 18. Now we will multiply 4 on both the sides. While multiplying 4 on both the sides, we will get 3x upon 4 into 4 equals to 18 into 4. Now what we will do? We will cut this 4 and 4. So 3x will remain, and 18 into 4 is 72. Now we will divide 3 on both the sides. So 3x upon 3 equals to 72 upon 3. This 3 will cut, so x will remain, and 72 upon 3 is 24. So the required number is 24. When L subtracted 11 from twice a number, the result was 15. So let's assume required number is x. Twice a number means 2x. So the above statement can be written as twice a number subtracted 11 from twice a number. So 2x minus 11. The result was 15 means equals to 15. Now we will bring this 11 to the RHS side. So while bringing this 11 to the RHS side, this minus 11 will become plus 11. So 2x equals to 15 plus 11. So 2x equals to 26. Now we will divide 2 on both the side. While dividing 2 on both the side, we will get 2x upon 2 equals to 26 upon 2. This 2 will cut. So x will remain, and 26 upon 2 is 13. So x equals to 13. Next, Muna subtracted thrice the number of notebooks he has from 50. He finds the result to be 8. The required number we will take x. Thrice the number means 3x. So 50 minus 3x, we get the result as 8. So 50 minus 3x equals to 8. Now we will bring this 50 to the RHS side. So this plus 50 will become minus 50. So minus 3x equals to 8 minus 50. So minus 3x equals to minus 42. Now we will divide minus 3 on both the sides. So minus 3x upon minus 3 equals to minus 42 upon minus 3. So here minus 3 will cut, so x will remain, and minus will cut, and 3 and 42 will cut. Then 14 will remain. So x equals to 14. Next, the Benhel thinks of a number. If she adds 19 to it and divides the sum by 5, she will get 8. So let the assumed number be x. So x plus 19. She adds 19 to it. So x plus 19 divides the sum by 5. So x plus 19 upon 5. She will get 8, means equals to 8. Now what we will do, we will multiply both the side by 5. So x plus 19 upon 5 into 5 equals to 8 into 5. This 5 and 5 will cut, so x plus 19 will remain, and 8 plus 5 is 40. Now we will take this 19 on RHS side. So plus 19 will become minus 19. So x equals to 40 minus 19. 40 minus 19 is 21. So x equals to 21. Next, Anwar thinks of a number. If he takes away 7 from 5 upon 2 of a number, the result is 23. So let's assume the required number be x. So 5 upon 2 x. So we can return the equation as 5 upon 2x minus 7. Take away means minus. So 5 upon 2x upon minus 7 equals to 23. Now we will take this minus 7 to the RHS side with 23. So this minus 7 will become plus 7. So 5 upon 2x equals to 23 plus 7. 23 plus 7 is 30. So 5 upon 2x equals to 30. Now we will multiply 3 on both the sides. So 5 upon 2x into 2 equals to 30 into 2. This 2 and 2 will cut, so 5x will remain, and 30 into 2 is 60. So 5x equals to 60. Now we will divide 5 on both the sides. So 5x upon 5 equals to 60 upon 5. So 5 will cut, x will remain, equals to 60 upon 5 is 12. So the required number is 12. Next, solve the following. The teacher tells the class that the highest marks obtained by a student in her class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. The highest score is 87. What is the lowest score? So we will assume the lowest score be X. The highest score is 87. Highest marks obtained by a student in our class is twice the lowest marks plus 7. So 2x plus 7. 5 upon 2 of the number. So it is 5 upon 2x. The given above statement can be written in the equation form as 2x plus 7 equals to higher score. Means 2x plus 7 equals to 87. We will bring this 7 to the RHS side. So this plus 7 will become minus 7. So 2x equals to 87 plus 7 minus 7. So 2x equals to 80. Now we will divide 2 on both the sides. So 2x upon 2 equals to 80 upon 2. This 2 will cut. So x equals to 40. So the lowest score is 40. Second, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal. The vertex angle is 40 degree. What are the base angles of the triangle? Remember, the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So we know that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Let the base angle be B. So B plus B plus equals to 40 degree equals to 180 degree. So 2B plus 40 equals to 180 degree. Now we will bring this 40 with 180, that is RHS side. So plus 40 will become minus 40. So 2B equals to 180 minus 40. So 2B equals to 140. Now we will divide 2 on both the side. So this 2 and 2 will cut, B will remain. And 140 upon 2 is 70. So the base of isosceles triangle is 70 degree. Next, Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. How many runs did each one score? Let us assume Rahul score be X. Then Sachin scored twice as many runs as Rahul, means 2x. Together their runs fell too short of a double century. So Rahul's score plus Sachin's score equals to 200 minus 2. That is x plus 2x equals to 198. X plus 2x means 3x. So 3x equals to 198. Now we will divide 3 on both the sides. So we will get 3x upon 3 equals to 198 upon 3. So 3x upon 3 is x and 198 upon 3 is 66. So x equals to 66. So Rahul's score is 66. And Sachin's score is 2x equals to 2 into 66. That is 132. Next, solve the following. Irfan says that he has 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marbles Permit has. Irfan has 37 marbles. How many marbles does Permit have? So let us assume number of Permit's marble be m. So Irfan has 7 marbles, more than 5 times the marble Permit has. Means 5 into number of Permit's marble plus 7 equals to total number of marble Irfan's have. So 5 into m plus 7 equals to 37. So 5m plus 7 equals to 37. So we will bring this 7 with 37, that is RHS side. So plus 7 will become minus 7. So 5m equals to 37 minus 7, that is 30. Now we will divide 5 on both the sides. So this 5 will cut, m will remain, and 30 upon 5 is 6. So Permit has 6 marbles. Next, people of Sundargam planted trees in the village garden. Some of the trees were fruit trees. The number of non-fruit trees were 2 more than 3 times the number of fruit trees. What are the number of fruit trees planted if the number of non-fruit trees planted was 77? Now let the number of fruit tree be f. So 3 into number of fruit trees plus 2 equals to number of non-fruit trees. So 3f into plus 2 equals to 77. Now we will bring this 2 on RHS side. So plus 2 will become minus 2. So 77 minus 2, that is 75. So 3f equals to 75. Now we will divide 3 on both the sides. So this 3 will cut, so f will remain. 75 upon 3 is 25. So f equals to 25. So number of fruit tree was 25. Next, solve the riddle. I am a number. Tell my identity. Take me 7 times more and add a 50. To reach a triple century, you still need 40. So let's assume the number be x. Take me 7 times over and add a 50 means 7x plus 50. To reach a triple century, you still need 40. Means 7x plus 50 plus 40 equals to 30. 300. Now 50 plus 40 is 90. So 7x plus 90 equals to 300. Now we will bring this 90 to the RHS side. So plus 90 will become minus 90. 7x equals to 300 minus 90. So 7x equals to 210. Now we will divide 7 on both the side. So this 7 will cut. X will remain. 210 upon 7, that is 30. So x equals to 30. Hence the number is 30. So this was exercise 4.4 of class 7 chapter 4. I hope you like my video. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you. Please leave comment, question or doubts in the comment section if you have any, or you can drop a mail to us. You will find my email ID at the end of this video. You can also follow us on Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, connect us on LinkedIn or tweet us on Twitter. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.